Welcome back. Well, getting students to work together, that was the goal of the Dean of Engineering at California Polytechnic State University. Now, giving something back, that was the goal of an alumnus named Jon Monett, who wanted to do something to improve the lives of wounded service members. A little over a year ago, the dean and the alum got together. Now, they can't be stopped.
You swore the oath of Hippocrates as you entered this medical school 4 years ago.
It was following a screening for the documentary Fighting for Life that former CIA executive Jon Monett made up his mind.
It was started because it was the right thing to do.
He sold his global security company and founded QL+, a nonprofit dedicated to improving the lives of wounded service members. Essentially, it's a student lab where biomedical, industrial, mechanical, and other engineering students spend hours creating prosthetics and other gadgets to assist war wounded.
It's a prosthetic mask for people that have been severely burned or disfigured. And the issue is people can't wear it for very long because it gets really hot and humid under there. So we're figuring out a way to put little tiny holes in it so it'll breathe and let air in.
QL comes up with the candidate or the problem, and students come up with solutions.
Most of our projects are senior projects. That does two things for us. One is it sets a time limit on when the projects are completed.
And it lends the problem a fresh pair of eyes.
It's spring-loaded, and it'll go onto a table, and it'll stay on there like that. So it's pretty neat.
Covering gaps, like the one created when a person in a wheelchair pulls up to a table.
This is the suspension housing that we're assembling right now. We've been working on it for 6 months now.
Trailblazing. This team is making a wheelchair that can traverse tougher terrain, or evening things up. Another team is rebuilding a bicycle to fit a former Navy SEAL. A diving accident left one of his legs 4 inches shorter than the other.
They came up with direct ideas and re-engineering chains and gears, the seating, how to alter the steering.
So you actually use your natural existing muscle, and these can be connected to any muscle, to actuate the hand.
A biomedical engineering graduate student worked with 2 mechanical engineers to come up with this prototype.
From that prototype, you have a lot of lessons learned that you can then improve.
It's light, it looks very realistic, and it's low cost.
There are many advances in hands, but they're going to cost you $20,000, $50,000. So our hand, the objective is to build a hand for less than $5,000 that looks more like a hand and can do a lot of things.
Monett says he wants QL to be the DARPA, the well-funded advanced research projects agency of the nonprofit world.
So what we're aiming for is a practical, low-cost solution that can satisfy for a lot of people,
including the up-and-coming engineers.
They're committed. You cannot imagine the time that they put into these things because, like the wheelchair, I went in the lab one night and they worked all night, and they're just trying to solve one little piece of the problem.
Because the solution means more than making the grade. Petty Officer Courtney Dock, Pentagon Channel News.